I don't know who's spreading this lie in 2025, but it has to be stopped. If you're a direct-to-consumer brand or spend any amount of time in the direct-to-consumer space, then you know that there are 1,000 different strategies out there, all of which promise to scale you to 6, 7, and 8 figures. But one of the biggest lies, one of the biggest myths of 2025 that I am hearing out of direct-to-consumer brands, it's crazy to me that this is still happening, especially in an algorithm, now AI-driven world. But it's this concept that you have to be spending the same amount of money on each creative that you're testing. Let me give you an example. I am hearing from a direct-to-consumer brand that their creative agency is telling them that they need to spend $100 on one ad, $100 on another, and $100 on another. Can you imagine the amount of money that is being wasted on ad testing? Because here's the nature of this space. You can have 10 creatives, and let's say you've got a hit rate of 10 to 20%. That means only 1 or 2 of those are actually going to give you the ability to spend more money in your ad account. That means at $100 a piece, you're wasting $800 in ad spend. Well, let's break down why that is. Meta has built this new Andromeda algorithm. They've specifically told us that what they want is many ad creatives grouped together so that it can use its algorithm to select what ad that user is likely to respond to at that very moment. When you have Meta telling you that their new AI-driven algorithm wants as many creatives as it can possibly get, how do you expect to test creatives at $100 a piece, $100 a piece, $100 a piece? And like I said, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, but what I'm getting at here is what we need to stop doing is we need to stop telling these direct-to-consumer brands that the only way they're going to learn if a creative works or doesn't work, that we need to spend the same amount on one versus the other. Meta is putting more spend into one and putting less spend into another. That is Meta simply telling you it doesn't think that other creative is going to work for you. Your objective that you've given that campaign, it feels like this other creative is going to get it. I don't know who started this nonsense, but it has to stop, and because it's costing brands thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. All we're doing is lining Mark Zuckerberg's pockets with this strategy.